Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic Challenge video. Hopefully your weekend started well. So today, a bit of a tricky, annoying one, but luckily we do have ways to get around the mechanics. Just sometimes battles take a while before you get to where you need to get to. I'm not gonna spoil anything just yet, there'll be YouTube chapters below if you do want to skip ahead. Otherwise, let's go and have a look what's happening today. So we are facing a Nightsisters squad with Marin. Luckily no Daka in there, so I guess it could be worse if they would have like Daka in there instead of Spirit, or maybe even Talia with a cleanse or something. So not the worst thing. However, Marin is very annoying, right? She's constantly recovering protection for her allies, and as soon as you defeat the first one of her allies, they gain instant defeat immunity, which obviously could cause some problems depending on what team you are using to try and knock these sisters down. Now in terms of the feats, we have to win with a full team of Hutt Cartel units. I'll give you a couple of options there, one with Jabba, one without, and then as well win without using a leader in the leading slot. This one actually wasn't too difficult, just because of the mechanics for Dathomir, which, you know, speaking of them, let's go ahead and remind ourselves what Dathomir will do. It will basically revive everybody every 10 turns. So in order for you to win, you will need to have ways to prevent revives in this one, or some insane ramping damage, so that, you know, you can finish them off with an AoE. And then in terms of play modifier, this has to be the cheesiest modifier, which you probably know, but essentially as long as the leader on your side has protection up, the other guys cannot be taken below 1% health. And because most of the damage from Nightsisters is coming from Plague is just ignoring protection. So your guys are there basically entire battle with like 1 health and full protection. And also whenever a thermal detonator explodes, we do get protection up. So the only threat here really is if you do have low gear. I think Hutt Cartel will be a Sage, because she's got a buff dispelled, so she can get rid of protection up, and then she's got an AoE. Otherwise, as long as you got Kersantan in there, they'll just be perpetually stuck behind Kersantan. So Asajj really is, I think, the only one that can do some damage here to your guys that potentially could end your run. Speaking of cheesy modifiers, Nightsisters as one is a bit annoying, because anytime any of their allies is revived, they all gain a stack of Ichor, which gives them extra health, protection, offense, most annoyingly speed. So if you keep killing zombie over and over again, she'll keeps coming back, and then suddenly they'll have like so much speed, they'll just start running circles around you. It's definitely a little bit annoying challenge today, but luckily we do have mechanics to make it work. So I'll show you a couple of different teams, how you can get it to work. Let's first kick off. If you do have Jabba, you can actually get all the feats done in a single battle. You just don't use Jabba in the leading slot. I use their Gamorrean Guard, but you could use Mob Enforcer, as well Lando. They don't have leadership. Now exactly what comp you want to put in there, I guess it'll depend a little bit. I tried having Lando in the leading slot and then as well Boba, but I was doing too much damage before I got to my ultimate, defeated zombie, and then they got instant defeat immunity from Marin's unique, and then obviously wasn't able to insta-kill anybody. So if you're struggling with that, that's why I put in Gamorrean Guard and Mob Enforcer in there, just to make sure that I don't have enough damage to take anybody down. Or maybe even Leia, take out Leia, maybe, I don't know. But you can basically, you know, play around with your lineup, see if what works for you. Obviously we need Jabba and then Kersantan for his permataunt. The good thing is this team, basically it's all to play team, you just have to maybe move the target a little bit or something. So what I'll start off here is just get that buff immunity over on zombies, so we can get around her taunt for a couple of turns. Then hit auto basic and just remove the target, just to make sure the AI is a little bit spreading the damage around, because if you just solely focus down zombie, you could potentially take her down and then they will get damage immunity. So now just auto basic until we get to the ultimate with Jabba, and then we'll be able to just insta-kill Marin, and then obviously we don't have to worry about their instant defeat immunity once we do that. There we go, about 3 minutes in, ultimate charged, and let's go ahead, insta-kill Marin, get her out, so things will become a lot more manageable now. And now we can go ahead and hit full auto here, just so to make sure we use our specials, we start doing damage. I did target zombie here just to take her down 4 times, so then she stops taking turns. Once she gets 2 stacks of Endless Horde, she has minus 100% speed, so she won't be taking any turns, so you don't have to deal with her taunts. And then I targeted Talzin there, took down Talzin a couple of times, just to exhaust those zombie revives. And then zombie again got extra speed, so again I went after zombie. That again got her to minus 100% speed. And once you do that, then zombie won't be taking any turns anymore. You exhausted her revives from her unique, and now you can again just go ahead, hit full auto here. And I just I think I targeted Talzin, I don't know, forgot already. Yep, just like I was trying to take Talzin down. Obviously they will keep coming back, so maybe Boba here with its execute could help. But again, personally, I was doing too much damage with Boba in there, so I had to take him out. Alright, we're almost, 9 minutes in on our second ultimate. So I decided to take Spirit out there, so she's very fast, so she just doesn't take too many turns. And then I targeted Asajj here and just hit full auto. And luckily, there we go, Leia was able to finish them off so very quickly with her AoE, so I didn't have to wait to another ultimate. Jabba, it took like 9 minutes, 11, I don't know, was it 10 minutes or so, both feats on full auto, but it needs a little bit intervention, because when I had it on full auto, Leia just kept using insta-kill on zombie, and I'm like, well, what you doing? So you have to a little bit babysit the game. Now let's go ahead and do an option without Jabba. Now I do appreciate my Hutt Cartel here are relic top. Unfortunately can't remove relics to see what's the minimum requirements, but let me just explain the mechanics. You most likely will want to have Leia on the leading slot, so even if she's low gear or something, because once her contract is triggered, enemies can't be revived, so then you don't have to worry about any revives whatsoever, not from Marion, zombie, or as well as the global modifier. Now to trigger the contract, you have to defeat an enemy with a damage from thermal detonators with Leia in there. Hopefully shouldn't be too difficult. The issue here as well was actually defeating somebody, because Marin is constantly covering their protection. That's why you do want to have Cat Bane probably in here. I did put a mod set from Tech on him, so he's quick, but most importantly loaded with potency. And why I want potency? Because on his special ability Stun Glove, you do need Omega for this, will remove 25% protection. So after he does this 4 times on the target, they will not have any protection anymore, and then you can quickly get them down. All that protection recovery from Marin won't save them anymore, but these can be resisted. That's why you do want potency on him. So combination of this, obviously you do need Kersantan in there for the permataunt, and then whoever to help with damage. I use here Lando, Boba, probably like if you have Relic Embo, maybe he can help, and as well Relic Greedo, he can also do some damage. So that's the idea here. The good thing is this one as well, you can do it on auto. I'm just gonna go ahead here, first target zombie, just to get her down, and then we'll worry about the rest. Alright, anyway, it's good again. As you can see, we are hanging in there. They're constantly stuck behind Kersantan. We don't worry about Plague because we cannot be defeated while leader, in this case Leia, has protection on her. Alright, there we go. We're just gonna go ahead here, pile a bunch of thermal detonators on zombie. Boom, Leia does her AoE, and there's contract triggered. From here on out, no revives, obviously, except zombie herself, because her revives cannot be prevented. Now her, you know what I mean. And I was gonna go ahead, hit full auto, keep targeting zombie, so that eventually she will be out. As you can see, she's out of protection now, so once that happens, you get her down 4 times, so she get these 2 stacks of Endless Horde, right? So she has minus 100% speed. She won't be taking turns anymore. And because we are now preventing revives, we will not have the thing that we had with in the first battle with Jabba, where we had to get exhaust zombies revives before we could take somebody down, and she would again lose stacks of horde. And that's it basically, guys. Then I just targeted here Asajj. Again, Marin's a bit annoying, but you just can't get to her. She's constantly going into stealth. She's also, her tenacity is quite high in this challenge. So I'm just going for Asajj because remember, she's the only threat here with her buff dispel as well as AoE. There we go. Leia's AoE there, finishing off Asajj. She's not coming back no matter what. Then I'm going after Talzin next. Yeah, well, just speeding up the footage again. It's gonna take a while. It's just how it is, unfortunately. These sisters are quite durable. Let's see if we can finish off Talzin now. 1 hit, 2 hit. There we go. Landa coming in with a big hit. Going after Spirit next. Just again, full auto. Boom! Baba coming with execute. Just, you know, full auto, and you're just moving the targets around, basically leaving zombie for the very end. Also, we got disarm now on Marin, so anytime she uses basic, she will get damage over time on her, so help a little bit with the damage as well. But she didn't take a turn anyway. We finish her there, just down to zombie. And as well, without Jabba, you can get it done. Again, it will depend on who you got relicked and things like that. But, you know, between Leia's leadership and as well Cad Bane's, you know, protection removal, hopefully you can get something done without Jabba as well. Both battles took a while, you know, but at least they were kind of full auto with the targeting. So going from long battle, let's go for a quick and short one. So this is for the no leader feat. You can do this really so many different ways. This thing is using some sort of galactic legend. Caloran is very good for this one. I don't want to use Bring Darkrai or Sith Trooper because I want Kylo to defeat enemies during his turn, because obviously if he defeats it when Rey calls him to assist, or Sith Trooper defeats somebody when he's constantly assisting, this will just get in the way. We need other guys just to keep giving Kylo's turn, just to support him and let Kylo take everybody down during his turn to prevent revives. Just gonna do a poke here on zombie, and then we're going to go ahead and hit here full auto, and Kylo will start ramping up. Okay, there we go. Sure, we're gonna hit the ult now. Boom, nobody's down yet. There we go. Spirit was the first one to go down. Kylo another AoE, Talzin goes down, another ultimate, and the rest of Nightsisters go down. So very quick, very easy on full auto play after the initial poke. Now non-galactic legend option, some sort of Malak lead, Watt as well, obviously his weapon tech prevent revives. We got Nihilus in there for preventing revives with his Annihilate, but remember, we have to be careful here not to defeat anybody while Marin is alive, so they don't get instant defeat immunity, because that could complicate things. If you got Bane, right, you could just do maybe Malak Bane in there as well, and Bane eventually ramps up damage and just with his AoE probably just kills everybody. That's an option, but appreciate that maybe Bane, not everybody will have Bane, so I'm trying to do a little bit something more accessible. I'm gonna put Medpack on Treya just to make sure Treya keeps shaking off the plague, because if she dies off, we lose Isolate and then we'll get stuck behind zombie, right? That's the idea here. So let's go ahead, give turn over to Treya with Throne. We're gonna go ahead, isolate their zombie, and then I'm just gonna put weapon tech. Maybe let's put it on Nihilus so he gets quicker turns, so we can get faster to the Annihilate. And then we're gonna go ahead and fracture Marin just to keep her under control. Let's go ahead and do a drain here, reduce our cooldowns, and now we're just basically waiting for Nihilus to take down Marin. We don't want to take anybody down at this point, right, so they don't gain instant defeat immunity. There we go. A couple more turns and Nihilus should come there. I'm just gonna keep tapping Marin there. Malak doing his thing. Started losing folks, but you know, thankfully because of the global modifier, they'll come right back. All right, now I'm just gonna again basic. There we go. Let's go ahead, take down Marin, and we don't have to worry about not instant defeat immunity anymore. Let's go ahead, maybe just get health over time, so Malak heals himself up. Maybe we can drain Spirit now. She's annoying a little bit with her stuns and foresight. Let's go ahead, clear off the foresight there. There we go. They got a stun on Malak. That's what I said. I want to take Spirit out next. And here, you know what? Let's go ahead and put weapon tech now over on Malak. because this will allow us that when we drain somebody, right, when he does a lot of damage, they're not coming back. Just stop. There we go. Now let's go ahead, give turn over to Malak because they keep stunning him. Okay, one more turn to the drain, so I'm gonna put basic there over on Talzin. Okay, there we go. Malak got a turn. We can now drain Spirit, get her out, and because he's got a weapon tech on him, Spirit is not coming back. And you know, we got Marine out, we got Zombie under control there with Isolate, so we are good to go. Kind of just start taking the sisters out one by one. Another insta kill with Nylos, taking out Talzin. We'll finish there off Asajj with Malak. He had weapon tech on him, not coming back, hitting full auto. And this as well now completed the no leader feat as well without using a Galactic Legend. And there you go, guys, today's challenge. A little bit annoying, definitely a lot of team comps will take a while to get through all the sisters, right, because of the revive mechanics. But luckily, you know, with Hutt Cartel, they've got a couple of different approaches, either Leia lead to prevent revives, or Jabba with his insta-kill to prevent revives, and then for the no leader feat, again, lots of options there, Galactic Legends, you know, whatever you've got in your roster. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.